Saturday Showdown, T1 versus KT Roasters.
That's how you
that
do
works,
it.
right? Oh,
duh.
There's no way.
Obviously.
There's no way Cassante gets
No, he doesn't have. He
doesn't have a scale atlas that deals with that.
It's very low mobility and cannot absorb CC. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do have the lock-in of Viego here. Sylvie has been great.
Whoa, that's a Graggy.
As Morgan pulls out the Gragas.
Could make it happen. I'm excited to see how this Gragas is going to work, and top lane pop is always fun. Let's jump into the Rift for game number 1.
Isn't it everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it back.
I don't think I'm out of the majority there. I think I'm
No,
all right.
you're not. The moment I set it up,
it doesn't even show your
work.
age. It doesn't even show your age.
It just
that being
shows
said, I have to say, the prequels of, like, for some reason, they're better now.
Yeah. Duel of the Fates? Oh, goosebumps.
All right, well, Hook is going to connect here onto Polu. He's not super psyched about it, but able to offer a lot of damage back. Look at that volley value. And now they're going to use the heal for a bit of tempo and Peter down to 200. Oh, make it 100.
That's the damage.
Yep.
Not a whole lot more. Ouch.
Yeah, Sylvie losing out on a lot of these trades with Gideon. He's just taking a drink, wandering around. Hasn't actually hit him yet because Sylvie keeps slinking back into the
Long
mist.
trade should be a lot better for Sylvie, though, because he has Conqueror and Viego in general does really well.
And now Gideon's out of buttons. So he's going to be able to get away.
That might be a Drake angle.
Kind of crazy. Anyway, Karis going to take a bit of damage here as Morgan's making his way down. They do have a control ward in the brush. The Poppy's not going to be able to slink through that way. Still, Drake, like you say, going to be started up here by Nongshim.
Ooh, your early pressure lane losing out. That's not ideal.
Yeah, Karis actually not able to stack this charge up very much. And look at that. A lot of damage as Colmy
and he gets
just
the plate.
Straight up outranging him and gets a plate. And Karis just can't farm. Oh my goodness, this is very scary. And Caitlyn's pretty much not a champion for the next 15 minutes until she somehow pieces together 3 items. And even then it's hard.
I don't know.
As Karis going to zone Colmy out of the way. Gideon taking a lot of damage, but I think Colmy's just dead. Doesn't have flash, and that is first blood going to the Tristana. Heartbreaker coming through though, and now the resets are coming in, and now it's Sylvie's turn to be the Gragas. Well, sometimes...
That's minions just going down.
Yeah. Well, the arrow is going to land. I don't know, like, what it was that was the plan, but it worked. Whatever it was, it worked. It was the best teleport I've seen all game.
Is that you are an immobile character.
Whoa, that's a flash. Max range hook there to land onto Gragas. He is relatively tanky, but that is not the cast that's going to save your life. And it's another, look at that, the crown. It's back once again. I was going to ask for more of it, but then I realized that I'd be asking for Gideon to die over and over again. That felt rude. But we get more of it anyway, so I'm sort of blessed on that front. Trying to look for some poke. Not really finding it here as Colmy off to the side. Doesn't get that one as, that's a buckler that may not necessarily be worth it as Steadfast Presence doing a fair bit of work here. Morgan just being abused and will be taken down. And there was no response.
Bro, they took like 15 seconds. Just go in. Don't let him die.
He soaked 400 million damage. And they watched.
They watched him die.
Poor Morgan. A couple of good ones. That one miss, but otherwise, the arrows have been pretty good.
Okay, the one miss was very silly, but I took a gamble on that one.
All right, there's the flash in. Colmy, ace in the hole going to come through. Samba going to collect that kill as well from long range. And a lot of damage soaked here by Karis, but maybe that's just what he's got to do this game. I'm more of a just if you want it, buy it type guy. Okay, here's the engage, and they managed to pick up the Callista out in a special delivery here by Morgan.
That's a shutdown.
That's gorgeous.
They can turn this into a Baron. Please do.
Do you know what this comes from?
Please, Brion.
This stems from patience.
They were just biding their time.
Absolutely. And now Sylvie gonna have to go for a steal here. Karis with Buster Shot available can get rid of him. And Polu does need to be a little bit careful. He could be the start of a reset as Arrow is going to connect immediately. Great layering of CC. The heroic charge comes down, but the Hui's doing so much damage. The Caitlyn also trying to get things done here, but the hook onto Karis is going to stop him in his tracks, and now it's Sylvie going to get those resets, and now he's rocket jumping on top of Sanford. It's a triple. Is that just a quadra out of nowhere? No, because Peter's going to take one away. But still, Nongshim!
No!
They'll just pick up all the kills, and maybe, just maybe, Bro went a little too fast.
You were right!
Fast, yeah.
Deadman's played. Thornmill, the obvious one. Deadman's played. Warmox would have been great as well.
Yeah.
But I also knew. So
Knight's Vow?
Knight's Vow actually.
That would be dope. Anathema's
No,
Chains?
Knight's Vow actually is probably the best option there. Anathemas I don't think he needs. Although if he does
Redemption?
if he puts Anathemas on Samver, I don't think he ever dies.
Yeah.
Well, he also...
He also probably just never dies.
Oh, he did.
Puts it on Gideon. All right, there's Keeper's Verdict. Flash out from Colmy, using it very early just to make sure that he's not hit by that one. So they mitigate a few of the cooldowns. Sylvie, the fed one of the team, is now pushing up this wave in mid. Karis is going to go on over there. A little bit dangerous territory right now with the Baron, so we should be able to knock this one down pretty quickly.
The Siege, this is where I think we really shines, although Colmy hasn't been hitting a lot of his...
I think getting them,
UW,
zoning them out of the way is certainly helping.
Still big.
Yeah, Karis moving in. Are we going to see a 5v5 here? Dindin's already down relatively low, and the counter siege here from Bro, not too bad right now.
Gotta get that Warmox, bud.
Yeah, I think the Warmox seems like it would have been a better choice than a redundant item, but I don't know. I ain't a coach.
Colby's laning has been great, but his ultimates and his skill shots have not really been it.
Arrow going to connect after the dash. That was cute, as they do manage to get the body slam down. Sylvie taking a lot of damage. Will get himself out of there. Man, that would have been a lot of shutdown gold for Bro, but he slinks away.
Yeah.
Diego's when they get fed are real silly. All right, well, Sylvie, we'll see whether he can actually do the same sort of thing. As Colmy's going to land this ultimate, also gets the fear onto Morgan as well. And he might be tanky, but I don't know how this one's going to work out. All right, he's actually tanking for a really long time. Almost gets to the buckler. Isn't able to, though, so they are able to take down the Poppy. Soaks a few extra cooldowns there as well, as we saw the arrow soaring by. Is he going to let it slip? He's 2 levels behind.
That's fine, just get to the pit.
Okay.
Just get there.
Ooh, Polo took a lot of damage from the play equalizer.
Atlas, he's not getting there.
No, I don't think so either. There's also, okay.
Atlas?
Oh, is he just dead? Yes.
Oh, he's not, I take it back. He's not getting there, Atlas!
He was trying to get there so much, and Colmy really did not want him to get there. As Arrow is going to soar by. Another ulti's going to miss here by Colmy as they take an Elder, and now Morgan is going to try and distract them. He's like, guys, you get yourselves out. And he distracted them enough for his teammates to get out. But at what cost? Chronically, you're right.
I don't want to talk about cost, Atlas. The cost is not worth it.
And Bro had some moments in this game as well. But it's not going to work out. And now, I mean, this is Hui's dream.
40 more seconds.
This is it. This is where you just press all of those buttons that have a long range. And then they hit Samver. And then he's like, why? I don't want to have to move forward into your team in order to avoid your abilities. As look at this, Karis is burning down Morgan. Steadfast presence is there, but I don't think it's that steadfast. No! Oh dear, he just blows up the Wrath of the Dragon. Morgan as well, gonna get eaten by Sylvie, who's now just gonna turn into everyone and look to try and lock this down. That was sick, Peter. But it's not actually going to keep you alive or anything, but the Nexus is gonna suffer the same fate. First game going to Nongshim. Really early Hui games got punished way too much. But look at this, like the damage is just absurd that Colmy's able to put out. I think the Sylvie votes are correct. I think there will be some boom booms.
Of Jiwoo.
Kai'Sa. Oh, Twist of Fate, just do it, Jiwoo, don't be scared.
Jiwoo.
This is your moment, Jiwoo. This is your time.
This is gonna happen.
We have to put
Come on!
It has to be in the bottom.
Come on, Jiwoo, don't let us down!
He's blocking it, there we go! All right, and I have no idea how the Twisted Fate rel lane works, but I'm just so here to see it. So many sources of single target pick CC, it's kind of nutty. See what Nongshim can actually do with it as we jump into the Rift for game 2.
But early on, I think against the Nautilus, might have to play it a little bit safe. If you do get chain CC, you do end up going down very, very quickly. We also saw this, I think, last game, where the Nautilus, once you get to level 6, you do really have to respect. Rel is also a great counter engager. We've only seen her jungle, so we haven't really seen too much of it. Even seen Wolf was actually talking about this as well. Some shift builds as
Okay. Is that Spenu Sonic Boom?
that is
Storm from-
against Azubu Captain Jack.
Whoa. Oh no,
Is
Storm
Graves.
SPS. It was SPS, so never mind. So that was a long time ago. In 2012 was the last time we saw the good old Graves
2012.
versus TF.
LCK Summer quarterfinal.
Man.
This is, I forgot who said it, maybe it was Keen, it's like, Dundun is a true top laner. When he should back down, he never does. So I'm
Yep.
sure that someone will solo kill someone at some point in this lane. We did see there something we haven't really talked about yet.
Speaking of which, is it Dundun that gets it done? The flash! And Morgan is down. It's first blood to Dundun.
He will fight you to the death!
Jump scare. As in comes the Poro Rider. Great buffer of the hook, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough here for Polo. Permafrost going to come down. The CC is a lot. Blade Call also working out, but it's not going to be enough to save the Nautilus. Gideon is going to be able to get a little bit more done here as Samba taking a lot of damage. My goodness. Which just means that if you try to dash out of the way of said CC, you're just dead.
Very straightforward here.
Clean to see when he's going to look for any sort of back. Does have a cull as well. And there's a seismic shove onto Karis. He's going to have to shift some sands, I think, because that ulti's not going to work out. And Sylvie, he'll find a permafrost. There it is. That was aftershock value for the kill.
A sidestep on the ultimate there as well.
So sexy. That's the POG Sylvie we know. Get a bit of extra money here as Morgan is going to get interrupted there by Sylvie. Permafrost comes down, but there's the Keeper's Verdict. Gideon getting rid of the Jax, but Sylvie's moving back down towards them. Call Me is now going to join the fight at 3v3, but Sylvie is so low. Empress Divide only onto Dundun, whose Counter-Strike value not quite there. But Kara's still in trouble. This Jax absolutely massive. Call Me just going to auto-attack to get that next kill. And a double for the Talia in the end. Nongshim 5-0. Nothing's going bro's way at all. And you can see, I feel like Nongshim are just trying to keep their health bars high so that they can stay out on the map for a little bit longer and then set up for this Drake. He's coming up in a minute and a half.
These setups need to be immaculate from Brion.
Oh, there's a flash from Dundun once again, back to back on the solo kills. This guy's a menace. Oh yeah,
That'll be enough.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed that Samba didn't buy them. Oh, beautiful.
This is just a normal Sunday for him, Atlas. Well, they got a dragon. That's cool.
That is. We've got a minute and a half on the
Gideon,
next one of those, as Gideon is going to get stabbed and then thrown away. Steadfast Presence does come on through, but he's already in melee range. He ain't getting out of this one. Ooh, never mind. There is a Twist of Fate turning up and he just explodes. Okay, just a bit mistimed on the Keeper's Verdict there, I guess. Okay, Polo.
Call Me as
Standing on
TP.
a ward. Call Me does
Call
have
Me
TP.
is going to TP in it.
Yes, he's going to start TPing now. There's the flash away from the hook. The Rift Herald getting in amongst it as well as the Infernal Chains come down. They do manage to kill the Jackson. No one is dead just yet, but now they're starting to fall, and now Peter's going to turn up Jiwoo there to back him up as well. And Morgan, look at him. He's at 100 health.
They got Dundun
And they're
though!
surrounded.
That's part one of the plan!
They did, but if they can keep them here for another 25 seconds, Dundun has teleport as well. But Morgan is going to be able to get away. And now Karis
being back in?
Okay, this is just what Morgan does.
I don't know about that one.
He wants to bodyguard for his team. Samba is able to move out of the way as the gold card does fly in. 5 seconds time until the next teleport. There is the seismic shove onto Morgan. He just teleported. The blade call is massive from Samba, and the Empress Divide is also huge, but here's Dundun, and it is all over for Bro.
Gideon.
X-Flash.
X-Flash. It's now or never.
Well, Dundun,
He's got to get this.
Dundun is skirting. Dundun cannot actually. They have Destiny.
Yeah.
Got it. The world's shortest gate comes through from Jiwoo here. But that confirms that they're able to grab themselves the Baron. Really nicely played. Being able to get in range for these gold cards. There is a Glacial Prison. That's going to come down. And now the re-engage as well. Featherstorm does come through as Call Me. Not able to find a threaded volley. They do say goodbye to the Sejuani as these wild cards are looking a bit scary as well as Nongshim. They just have him at arm's reach. And Bro just don't have any range. They can't do anything about it.
I was expecting Dundon to come from the top rope, but
Yeah, I was thinking
went back to split pushing with his Baron buff.
Okay, Weaver's Wall to try and guarantee an inner turret. Gideon is sort of on the wrong side of it, and they're going to go in. They do find the Emperor's Divide onto one. They collect the Twisted Fate, and now the Keeper's Verdict comes in. Call Me accidentally kills the Azir, and Dundon is accidentally winning the game. Call Me will go down, as Seismic Shove will come in, but they're just trying to buy space for him to be able to take this inhibitor down. They do so. And now Sylvie going to find another fadeaway, this time onto Polu. Does manage to get the dredge line out. Now without the Sejuani, can they fight as Karis getting completely zoned away by Dundon here. Still able to do a fair bit of work. Gideon going down extremely low. And Nongshim, this is the worst part about it for the Bros, is that if they do back away, then Nongshim heads into Fog of War, heads towards this Baron. Ooh, Call Me waiting in the wings. As Polu is still at 50% health and in a bit of trouble. We're going to break away from the Baron, look to try and get a pick off, not wanting to let a steal happen as Morgan could be in trouble, will get stunned up by the Counter-Strike. It's a fantastic Seismic Shove, and the Magnet Storm is also so good. Emperor's Divide kind of works, but it's just a little too late as the Counter-Strike comes in once again from Dundon. Gideon, he will allow him to live as he goes after Polu, and Jiwoo, he'll throw a gold card at the Lollipoppy. We'll take her down. Polu eventually bonked on the noggin, and I think that Nongshim may just take the ace and head straight for the base.
That's gotta be it.
That was an unintentional both TF pun and rhyming thing. It was just, wasn't my greatest.
I loved it, Atlas.
But it was
high energy, good entertainment. TF's in the game.
He is, and so's Dundon. Dundon is so in the game right now. 6-1-5 on the Jacks. Hard carrying. For all of these guys. Call Me, amazing damage. Dundon, though, I don't know, man. Sometimes he just does it. He gets it going. Sylvie also, fantastic day, like, just in general. He deserved his POG absolutely in the last game. And now on the Sejuani, also looking good. You can see.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the POG Interview translation. Today we're here joined by the Nongshim POG players, Sylvie and Dundon. Congratulations on the win, guys. A precious victory to end the losing streak on the side of Nongshim. How do you feel? Yeah, I'm really happy that we got to, escape the losing streak with a clean 2-0 victory. Yeah, indeed. What about you, Dundon? I was personally very nervous before heading into the match today. I am very relieved that I managed to get the win. Well, Nongshim, was actually sitting on a very long losing streak after securing the first win of the season. What did you guys focus on in order to overcome this? We wanted to, go back to the basic, focus on the basic stuff and made sure that we stay strong as a team all together. Well, actually, recently, I feel like our Scream performance was decent. And just like Sylvie mentioned, we just wanted to make sure that we are focusing on the fundamentals. Sylvie, your Viego was popping off in the first game. Now let's take a look at this replay. It was a 4v5 team fight, but still, you guys were able to win out the team fight. Yeah, I thought even though we were getting outnumbered, I thought we can still win this fight. And also, after we managed to see some of the majors cooldowns are like missing on the opponents and Nautilus hooks landing, I knew that we were gonna win that team fight. Were you having some, good feelings heading into the match today? Your performance was so on point. I think maybe because we were kind of nervous today, I ended up kind of using it as a good motivation to perform better, and I think it kind of worked. Well, we didn't really get to play TF AD carry a lot in scrims, but Jiu, he did play that in solo queue, and there were so many bans targeting the AD carry, so somehow we ended up playing bot Twisted Fate. I mean, Jiu is the guy that always pulls up some of the crazy pocket picks on the bottom lane. Is there anything else? I mean, he not only like experiments a lot of AD carry picks, but also he just like cooks a lot of stuff on other lanes as well. But I hope he focuses on the bottom lane. And Dundun, you got 2 solo kills in game number 2 early on. Could you tell me what makes Jax strong in the current meta? After Divine Thunder getting removed from the game, a lot of people were questioning whether Jax is actually strong. But with the Sundered Sky, I think it's pretty much the same. Jax is on the pretty much similar kind of position on the top lane tier list. And today you definitely brought your entire team to the victory as the reliable dad on the Nongshim roster. Anything you want to say to Nongshim boys? Great job, guys. And recently I was underperforming. I'm aware of that. But I hope we can stay strong together. And, let's work hard until the end of the season. And we have Dun Dad and Dun Mom here at Low Park supporting you. Anything you want to say to your parents as well? They're here every time, actually. I guess they have a lot of time in their hand, which is really good. And I was really sorry because they came every time, but I just kept losing. But in the end, today I managed to win in front of my parents, which makes me really proud. And I want to say thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. And we also have Sylvie parents here as well. So much family buff going around here for Nongshim players. Yeah, my parents are also, coming to every single match, actually. So I hope I can make you guys smile even more with more wins in the future. Dundun, with this win, you will be able to join Huni on the Lonely Night later tonight. Anything you want to say? I have a little spoilers for you guys. You guys will be able to find out more about Fiesta. So don't miss that out. Nongshim Red Force managed to secure the second win of the season. Your next opponent will be T1, the last one of the first round. We still have, more matches to play, including the second round. We will keep working hard and practicing hard in order to showcase the best performance possible. Thank you so much. And Dundun? T1 also played earlier today, and Zeus's Aatrox was so good. I will get a solo kill onto that Aatrox with my Jax. And thank you one more time for joining us for this interview. And this will be the end of the interview from Dundun Sylvie on the side of Nongshim and back to the space. Thank you.